Hello everyone, it's Shelby with Shelby Creation. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. I am still working on these scraps. I am down to, believe it or not, I'm almost done. But a lot of stuff I was doing, I had to wait, oh there's another one, until glue dried. Because now some of them, I had leftover pieces of paper and I just glued something on the back. And with a little, I'm not sure if it's going to show up, a little bit of sparkle. I was using glitter glue, trying to see if it says what kind it is. It doesn't say, but it's sort of, it's just a little sparkly. One thing I have found with this, if you leave it on your desk straight up, you're going to have the dickens of the time trying to get it down. So I've got a tape roll and I just stick it in and it sits upside down. So I did that one. So that could be a tuck. I also, on these plain pieces, I also glued some to the back and a few more of the little glitter glue. I'm not sure if it's picking it up. I did quite a few of these. This one I didn't put anything on yet. This one just 2 dots of the glitter glue on opposing corners. This one I just did the little, outline of the corners. So I've got these and they all have something, piece of paper glued on the back. Then I pulled out napkins. I had some from when my dear, dear sister Kathy sent me cookies in the mail. Oh my God, there must have been 2 dozen cookies. They were so good. And yes, they did make it whole, all the way here whole. I had, well, no, one was broken, but they were so good. We had a few, and I think some of them are even in the freezer right now. This, and what I did with the napkins is, all I did was just glue napkin on one side. Now, when you glue with napkins, I do not recommend the Fabri-Tac. What I do is I do 2 parts glue to 1 part water, or you can do half and half. And it's a water-based, use water-based glue. Evidently if you're going to add water to it. And I put it in this little container and just keep shaking it up when I need it. But I glued it, and yeah, there's some edges hanging off. This one here, I don't know what I'm going to do on this side, but this was the dark side that had little bicycles on it. That's what it looks like. It was like a dark gray or bluish gray. I thought that one came out kind of interesting. No, I have not trimmed any of these edges. I had 1 piece of black cardstock and I just glued it onto the metal. And you can actually see all the wrinkles and stuff. I thought it was kind of neat. It'll go nice for a tag or something. Like I said, I haven't trimmed any of these, but as you can see, it's real easy to tear them off. No, I'm not going to throw that away. And I had one, and I just glued 3 different ones to it, just to try to use up what I have. Now, you notice I'm not throwing these away because I had a piece of one here and this one had just a little something. They work. So I did do these. And like I said, I can wrap that around if I want, or I can just tear it off or whatever. I haven't decided yet, but I did get these done. I think what we'll do, see if I can get this part tore off, because I think these are just going to be like tucks and tags and whatever. And when you're doing a junk journal and you go to put in pockets and everything else, you need something to put in them. That's why I do these, and I only do them so far because I don't know what I'm going to end up putting on that page. So, I mean, if it's roses, I can put a rose on the back. you know, if it's sunflowers, I've got, you know, a place to put a sunflower. Those little strips I'll set over there. So I've got these tucks, and as you can see, they do have a nice backing. That has nothing. We'll set that one aside. I do not care for this paper. It was in a paper pad, and you know, there's always one or two sheets in there that you like everything, but it's just one or two that you don't. And this is one of those that I don't care for. I'm not going to say it's ugly because somebody might like it. I just don't care for it. Get this corner. No. Okay. So we have these. We have this one, which I think is kind of neat. But I do want to do something on the back of that. This has... That would be nice as a pocket. That could either be a pocket or an insert. So I've got these I can play with. I've got those I can play with. Now I have these. Oh, and I still have some strips. And I was sitting here with just some of them, just weaving them in and around. And I was watching, I forgot who I was watching on YouTube, but they were doing snippets. I think it was Pam of the Paper Outpost. She was doing snippets, paper snippets. And I thought, you know, that's a good idea. Especially with all these little strips that we end up with. So, we'll do the start of a snippet. Now I'm only going to put the glue where the pieces meet. I don't want to set that right up there even. I want it a little off. Just those. There, that's the start of one. So we've got that. Then I went through my scraps and pulled out the... Now this I did use in the memory album. And I think I used some of these others. But, you know, scraps are scraps right now. And I'm not really liking the backing. Well, these are all, you know, we've got white backings and we've got that one again. So let's see what we can do. I'll move these strips out of the way. Put those back in there. I did pull out some pages. And I have this one sheet. This was from a piece of material I had bought. And I thought, let's use it. We can use it. And see, this is what's covering the darker one over here, was that. So I think I'm going, just cover that front there. We've got that one that will fit there. But we could go it all the way around. See how many we can get in here. All right, this will take care of 3 of them. So I'm gonna come in here. Now this I will use Fabri-Tac on. I think my nozzle's getting a little clogged up there. I may have to clean it out because it's really hard getting the glue out. Now I know there's a border, so I'm just going to come in a little ways. And then let me see if I can get this cleared up. I thought I had a paper towel over here, but evidently not. If you do, excuse me, a lot of work with your, and you've got your glue, you know, opening and closing, there, it will get clogged up a little. Oh. Okay. I think that may have it. Let's try it. I may have to finally break down and get me a new bottle, because I think the tip on this one is getting frayed. I have had this bottle, this small bottle of Fabri-Tac, since 2015. So it's been with me a while. It may be time to get me a new, and this is a 4 ounce. And I refill it from the 8 ounce bottles. I think I have a 4 ounce over there in my glue drawer. There. We'll give those a minute to dry. Now, we've got these left. Ha! I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Is that one? I'm trying to pick and choose from what I have here. Oh, it'll do. I just want to get them covered at this point. You ever get to the point to where you don't want to throw out your scraps, you just want to use them for something and get them out of your scrap pile and into something that you will actually use. Try and get this all the way down here on one side, hoping I cut it straight to begin with. There's that one. What's next? Okay, we've got this one. Yeah, that'll work. I know. I did not refill my glue bottle, but it's not that far down. It's just, it's been used quite a bit today. I was determined that if I didn't get anything else done, I was going to get these scraps taken care of. Now I have one more. I think I'm just going to put that on some, back it with some paper. I'm just about over this summer cold. All that's left is this cough. And if I ever get finished, get rid of it, I'll be fine. You know, it's that one thing that keeps hanging on and doesn't want to go away. All right, they're all glued down. That part's done. So, we do have, is any of this like cardstock? Ooh. You know what? I got an idea. We still have all these strips. I'd have to, let me see. I think. You know, every once in a while you just want to try something. And you're dealing with scraps, so it's no big deal if it doesn't work out. But if it does, you've got a whole new thing. I think we'll see how it works. We'll just leave it at that. We'll see how it works. It may work out, it may not. When do I have one? Yeah, I've got another one right here. I'll put that one down on this side. Goes there. Now I need a couple across the ends. wonder if do I have one that's just, oh, that's the bicycle. Ooh, this may work. Oh, I do have one. Right here, we'll cut it in half. And we'll make our little frame. Make a frame for our tag. Or this could be a little label. Put it all the way across. And then all the way across. And we have a frame for our label. Made out of strips. There we go. Not too bad. A little bit too much glue there, but that will work. Now, that glue there has set probably enough. I don't want to set that down on my table because it will go everywhere. So, for now, even if I end up discarding the strips, that's all I've got left, which is good. Now we have to do is come around and cut these out. This way. Yeah, I'm not too good with scissors. I can't cut straight. That one, yeah, that needs to come off. Okay. And then we have a piece there. And then here, we'll do the same thing. We'll just cut them all out. Well, if I, nope, I'm getting on the cardstock too. Oh well. Nothing is perfect. We have had cooler weather here lately, which I'm loving. Gets a little warm in the daytime, but at night, we're supposed to be down in the 60s this week at night, which is going to mean being able to sleep with the windows open. There goes that one. Get rid of all these little. And now this one. So we'll cut these two out. And then we will have making some tags or pockets or inserts, flips, whatever we want to use them for. And they'll be ready to go and ready to, so that all we have to do is decorate, put them in and decorate them. Or decorate them and then put them in. But just one way we're using up all these scraps, getting them out of our scrap bin. That one done. And this one, then we got one left. I'm just cutting right alongside the cardstock, using it as a guide for my scissors. It may turn out okay, it may not, but yeah. Didn't stick close to the edge that way. Of course, I said something and it didn't want to work. Okay, clear these off. And we have these ready. Put those in our pile. That one's ready. Now we still have this one. What I'm going to do is, because I don't like either side, I'm going to come along and just fold it over and sort of engulf it in. Now, when you're going to fold over like this, the easiest way I have found is to go ahead, excuse me, drink always helps. Go ahead and trim out what you can. And you see, I did not come in close to that side there. And then I'm going to glue in here and then just fold it over. Well, if I can get a hold of it. I hear the mail lady out front. I can tell when her little truck drives by. And then it's easy. Oops, put my lid back on my glue. And then it's easy just to come back in and trim off all that excess. Now, if you're like me and you do not wait for your glue to dry, make sure you go back when you're done and clean your scissors. Pardon me. There. And there is that one. And we have pretty much used up our scraps. Like I said, those were the big ones. So here we go. We have all of these. We have a label. We have the start of a snippet. And you know what? Why don't we finish that snippet? Now I've got my stickers right here. If I can pick it up, we could put a flower on it. We could do a stamp on it. We could even put that straight. I think that's going to work for now. Tape that there, and then peel off back. Just that easy. And there we go. All right, there's one done. That can go in our done pile. This can go in our done pile. This I think I'm going to use as a pocket, and this one too. So all I need to do with these is to ink them. Now I am leaving this part over here, so all I'm going to do is just touch the ink lightly to the edge of that paper, and there. That could go in our done pile. The same with this one. Because I know I want to use these as pockets. And then, where's the other little ones? These, what I want to do. Now I put the glue here and here, the glitter glue. So on those two corners, because I didn't put it all the way to the edge, I can round off the corner. And they're opposing corners. And there you've got a nice little label or a little tuck, whatever. You put a sticker there. So we'll call that one done. I have this one here. And I think what I'm going to do with it, this looks like it needs the scallop edge. There, and there. Touch that up a little bit. Now I can use that as a tuck. I can use it as a label. So I've got that one. This I definitely want as, yeah, as a little tag or a tuck. And I am lazy when it comes to tags. I will use the scallop one on the top, the round on the bottom, and call that done. So that one's done. This here, ooh, that did come out pretty. I'm gonna do the same thing with these because I know I need tags coming up, and I want to be able to go through and pick and choose which one I want to go where. Ink that side, definitely ink this side. Oh, that looks great. I really do like the way that one turned out. See that I could add some lace to that. That one's done. See, these are the other ones. Do I want, I don't know what I want to use it as. So for now, it will get inked. I don't know if I'll use that side or if I'll use the paper side. But like I said, I've got options now. I've got things to pull from. This is definitely tag material. But I think because of that side, we're going to do it this way. So I've got a tag for a side tuck or a side pocket. Get my inking done. Because there's nothing worse than being in the middle of something and you're ready to get done with your page, but nope, you got to stop and ink. That's a lot of the reasons why I do it ahead of time. See, I've got another one of those. It's got that background. There's another one with that. And then we have this. We have still that background. And I really do not care for it. This one. Let's do the same. We'll do opposing corners, just like we did the other one. But I'm going to come in here with the scallop and do the other one. And there we go. Just something a little different to go in our box. Put these aside for a moment, because I'm still left with this, and that bothers me. We could do the map, but it'd be too big that way, and it'd take up most of that. So what we're going to do is regular notebook paper. Now, when you glue with Fabri-Tac, you see how straight that is. It's because it's a silicone-based glue. All I did with this, I used water glue, water-based glue, glued the napkin on, but you see how it warps it? That is, it's not something I want in my journals, for every page, because that could become a problem. When you're trying to do everything in there, you've got so much space being taken up, not by what you put in it, but by the paper warping from the water-based glue. Well, I am not seeing that design very well. Okay. Smooth it out. And there we go. No, I did not glue it very straight, but I did get rid of that on the back side. And then we will trim this out, and that will be done. another one bites the dust. And there we go. Not sure where I'm going to use it, as along with these. I want to figure out, I want to do something on that side, but I'm not sure. Yes, I should go ahead and finish these up, ink them and all, but you know what? I think I'm going to save that for later, because I'm just so tickled to get through that bunch of scraps. Oh, that goes in that way. Put my lid back on here. Move that out of the way. Scissors go back in there. This goes in my little trash can. If it doesn't stick to my fingers. I didn't really need my ruler, but I had it out. And then these have a special place they go. Just a few minutes of cleaning up will make a total difference. Excuse me, when it comes into playing in your craft room again. I do have leftover napkins. These were just out of my regular scrap box that I use every day. These need to go back in with my napkins. So I've got these, and I do have this. So what we have left that I haven't put in the book yet, I do have this tag that I made. We have our little labels. We have another tag. These are tags. More labels. That could be a label. That could actually be a belly band. Or a side tuck. We've got pockets. We've got a framed label. Then I took some circles with some of the strips to make maybe a corner tuck. I have my little strip snippet. And I still have 2 pockets that I made out of the strips, or that I could use as pockets, as tucks, whatever. So this is quite a bit that I can pull from, just from the scraps left over. And then all these still that are undecided on what I'm going to use them for, but I am going to use them. So I've got this much done out of that pile of scraps, and all I have left now are these strips. So even if I do decide to chuck these, I don't feel bad about it. Not bad. Something else you can do if you have napkins. And the best way to get I used to get all of mine from Tuesday morning, but our Tuesday morning closed. I hated to see them close. But they were the great place to find napkins. So if you're blessed with napkins, and if not, if you're in, say, a craft group on Facebook, see if someone will want to swap with you napkins for some of your homemade ephemera. But some of the other things you can do with those, now all I did was glue these onto regular book page. But with this, now with this one here, I can either have it, now if I was going to use it folded, I would have done one of them upside down, so that they would be not facing each other. But I wanted to use these as little journaling spots. A simple tear, and there you go. This one here, you know, that's something I can put in the altered book or in the other scrap journal. But all I did was glue the napkins onto book page. And to do that, grab one here. It won't take but just a second, because we have these two little pieces in here that we can use. Now, I'm gonna lay that one down just like that. Take my water glue, half water, half regular white school glue. Position that where I want it to go. And then simply come in here and put just drops of glue down. Now, when you do this, you do want to start from the center and work out. Just enough to get that napkin wet. If you need more glue, just a little drop here or there. They say a little dab will do you. It does take a little bit of time for these to dry. Yeah. Now I'm going to leave that one like that. We have, do I want, yeah, let's put this one up here on this one. Give it a little something extra. Again, just some little dabs of glue on there and just smooth it out, going from the center out. You'll be less likely to have tears. You just want it to where, you know, it's down there. And don't play with it too much. The hard part with this is waiting for the glue to dry. Need to set these somewhere where they're not going to get knocked over. You see, they're going to be wet for a little while. See, this whole side here is still coming up. So I can just take my finger very gently, smooth that down, just like that, and I will set that one over there to dry. This one is okay. Oh, now to find a place to set it. Oh, it can sit right there. That's my only problem with this. Trying to find a place to put them to dry. But that has taken care of our scraps. I've got these to put in with my other tissues or napkins. I have these can be added to our pile of what we've done today. And this is all. I've got a couple of book pages, a map, and this out of my regular scrap pile. So that's all my scraps right there. Not too bad. So if you've enjoyed spending your time with me, hit the thumbs up button, because those thumbs up really help with our channels. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified with my next video. And subscribe to my channel. Share my channel with others. If you're looking for me on Facebook, for some reason I got a notification that something I did went against Facebook community standards, which I don't understand because I don't usually post. I usually comment in the craft groups. So I don't know what's going on, but they're saying that until they resolve it, nobody can see my page or any of my my other pages. I have my Shelby Creations, Mama Knows Best, along with Michelle Birdsong. So if you're looking for me, oh, and even Messenger, I can't access anything. So until they decide to resolve it or whatever, You can always reach me in the comments below. So until next time, bye guys!